to Composition 1, Project 4. We've chosen to explore different cultures within our class, exemplifying the idea that our class is the melting pot. The purpose of the project is to examine 4 different cultures through the culture's food. Our class has been split into 4 culture groups with 3 to 4 students per group. Within each group is a representative of each culture: Greek, Indian, Puerto Rican, and American descent. Each of the 4 groups will be making a dish that reflects the assigned culture.
Call me freedom, just like a waving flag, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving.
Hello, I'm David, and this is Camila from the Puerto Rico team. I'm going to ask you some questions on your dish and a little bit about your culture. So let's start off asking, what's the dishes that you guys are going to prepare for us?
We're doing arroz con gandules, pernil, tembleque, pasteles, and they're all known to be nutritious and from Spain. They originated in Spain and brought to Puerto Rico.
Okay. How is that food significant in your culture?
Well, it's significant because we represent during holidays, and it signifies what we do and how and what we eat when we go around to different places, because the only thing that's very common is arroz con gandules, which is in other countries also known as arroz con gandules, but it's known with a different name. But there's 2 or 3 of these, like tembleque, that's mainly from Puerto Rico, and I think it's very important for us to do it to make it significant to the culture, especially in holidays.
Okay.
They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving.
Hello, this is David again, here with Thomas from the USA team. Alright, Thomas, start off, what is the dish that you guys are presenting to us today?
Well, David, we are presenting barbecue, which is the act of cooking any kind of meat over an open flame.
Okay. Well, how are you introducing this dish?
I was introduced to this dish by my family when I was a child. We would either cook in the backyard, say on Sundays, or we would go to the neighborhood park and just kind of make a nice festive day out of it.
Okay. What would you say Americans would make this dish mostly?
It's mostly prepared on a weekly basis, mainly like weekends, say Sunday is usually what I'm used to.
Okay.
Not an everyday kind of thing.
Alright, sounds good. What general foods does America usually specialize in?
Mostly cooked meat, such as marinated chicken or, say, a flame broiled hamburger, any kind of like spare ribs, short ribs, with emphasis on sauce, because you've got a lot of marinated barbecue.
Okay.
As recipes are refined and passed down through generation to generation. So you really have to mention the sauce.
Alright, the sauces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so...
They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving.
This is David again, and I'm now here with Shivani with the Indian team. Shivani, what's the dish that you guys will be presenting today?
We will be presenting chana, which is garbanzo beans and a tomato and onion gravy, and you eat it with a toasted and buttered flatbread.
Okay. How were you introduced to this dish?
By both my grandmother and mother. They've always made it in our household. So.
Okay. When would your culture prepare this dish?
It's just like an entree that you would specialize only for dinner, and it's just not for like any holiday. It's just a normal entree for dinner.
Interesting. Interesting.
They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving.
Hello, I'm David, and this is Billy Macris from the Greece team. Billy, what is the dish that you guys will be presenting today?
The dish that we're going to be presenting is called spangopta, which is spinach pie. It has filo dough, spinach, feta cheese, butter, oil, and spices.
Okay. How is this dish significant in your culture?
It's significant for my culture because during Lent, the Greeks have to fast from meat. So spanakopita was made from spinach and cheeses and phyllo dough, and there you go.
Okay. How would you be introduced to this dish?
I was introduced by it because my mom always made it, and she makes it really frequently.
Okay. What are the general foods that your culture specializes in?
So we specialize in olives, olive oil, goat cheese, goat milk, grapes, and that's it.
Okay.
After researching these cultures, we have learned that cultures differ in many ways, and food is a good way to distinguish between them, and that the world is one big melting pot with a blend of cultures.